So this is Ben Compton with Spirited Inflatable Animals, and what's the rest of it?
I don't know.
Unreliable Neighbors. Anyway, yeah, cars and stuff, that's what we talk about. So we are headed over to Bill Johnson's house to, I don't even know, I guess we're lifting a Volkswagen Beetle shell and putting it on a chassis roller thing that he's made. I don't know if we're moving his Locost, aka imitation Lotus, somewhere. Anyway, Bill's a good friend, does a lot for us and for cars and for the show and the clubs, and he's not feeling so hot these days. Chemo will do that. So anyway, he wants to move stuff around, and actually I think it's just any excuse to get the Comptons to come over, because he loves us so much and is envious of everything that is Compton. So
Is he having Compton withdrawals?
Yes, he's having Compton withdrawals. So anyway, we're going to go do some lifting and hoisting, and I think while we're over there, I'm going to run some footage. I'm going to do some filming. So I'm hoping that his shop is just an absolute mess and is really cluttered, so that we can post this video out there for everybody to see, and just totally mortify him. Knowing Bill, he probably has every nut, bolt, and washer categorized and placed in a certain order by size and color or something. So anyway,
Why would you not have it that way?
I just keep all mine in a bucket and I root through it. I do it like you're supposed to do it, where you dump it all out on the counter and root through it.
That's why it takes you longer to get a project done.
Gosh darn it, Glennie, you just don't understand. You just don't get it. So as you can see, well, you can't see Glennie because she hides over on that side of the car.
Yes.
And I've got my son, Benjamin. What are you eating back there? Yogurt. Are you sure this is my kid?
Yes.
No, I eat blackberry
I was
yogurt.
like, you eat lots of yogurt.
Yeah, but he eats that nasty white stuff, yogurt.
It's vanilla.
And he puts granola in it. Why? Because he's a hippie. My son is eating vanilla yogurt with granola in it.
Granola's yummy.
Ben, do you own a pair of Birkenstocks? Just random question. No, he says. You hippie. But for the really heavy lifting, because I don't know if we've got enough horsepower with just Benjamin, Glennie, and I've got Tristan back here. Tristan, you ready to pick up a car and move it?
Yes.
Yeah? All right. Well, maybe the rest of us can just sit around and watch Benji eat granola while Tristan takes care of it. So, all right. It's going to take us about 20 minutes to get there. So we'll go see what Bill Johnson's got going on today. All right, well, let's see what we're doing here. Is this what we're putting the body on?
This is, yes.
That is, right.
Is it in the place you want it? Or do we need to...
No, that's why we're moving it, because it's not in the place he wants it.
This needs to go down on the saw horses.
Okay.
Right, so it's out of the way. We'll move these two saw horses out of the way. Then we'll move this back in place somewhat.
Are those official Lotus Saw Horses?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
It's on another pair of them right now. So
Okay.
I have 4 of them.
So this is, I mean, I know it's obvious, and everybody looking at this would instantly recognize that as a Lotus Locost.
Super 7 chassis.
Right. I mean, it just jumps out at you.
Yeah, it just tells you what it is right up front.
Right. And then on here we have Wonder Woman's invisible jet.
Exactly.
Okay.
Which
All right, Bill.
We're going to replace with Wonder Woman's not invisible Beetle.
That sounds actually cooler.
Kind of does.
Oh, look, bug doors. There's the first evidence. There's the first clue that there's actually a Volkswagen in here somewhere.
And those are surplus because it's getting fiberglass doors.
Ooh, you're gonna be putting those on the market then sometime soon, eh?
Yeah. They won't fit yours.
No, they won't.
Yeah.
But still, bug doors.
Yes.
All right. Well, open it up. Let's see here, Bill.
Can Benji and I move this over there now?
No,
it's
the
not
two
heavy.
the two of you can't move it. Otherwise, I'd already
one?
have moved it. It's a 3-person project. The back's pretty heavy.
Check the back.
Oh, dun dun dun. Look at that. It's almost done. You'll have that squared away in a week.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. It doesn't take any time at all to build a chassis from scratch.
All right. You've said it before in the show, but tell me again. What are we doing with this?
Okay, so this is a 1973 Standard Beetle. It's getting a tube chassis Hang on.
Oh my gosh, you guys can't wait for me to get done filming. You're just gonna do it right now.
Because it's not heavy.
Well, the front's really light.
Yes. And he's strong.
Yeah, the back I can lift it. It's just I didn't want to carry it that far.
Well, I'm glad I'm here.
Yeah.
Well, Bill, we'll just sit here. Got any chips or some beer? We'll just watch them do it all. Yeah. All right.
I'm liking that idea.
So,
Anyway, 1973 Standard Beetle. It's becoming tube framed, mid-engine, full cage, center seating position.
oh really?
Yeah, it's only gonna have
Oh,
one seat
I
right
just,
in the middle.
I just now kind of dawned on me. You've taken a few things off it. I didn't catch that at first.
Well, yeah, kind of like everything at this point. Yeah, it's just basically just the body at this point. I've cut a bunch of the back of it out that you can't really see from there, but
Right.
a lot of the interior where it bolted up to the pan, this is all gone already. And actually probably a little more of that's going to go away up into the firewall there. Most of this front firewall is going away here for suspension subframes and so forth. But it has its issues. This was, in case any of the purists are going, oh my God, what's he doing to it? One only has to look at
The infamous late model.
Yeah, it's got
rust.
the rust right here. It's not quite as bad on the other side, but I'm gonna have to make panels to fit this.
I was just talking to somebody last week about that exact same problem, doing the thing you just mentioned, making some panels.
Yeah, because you can't buy these. You
Right.
you can buy the lower panels for the rocker or for the quarter panels, but none of this is available.
Which is silly. Somebody can make a killing. They all have this problem. Well,
Yeah.
a lot of them have this problem.
Yeah, almost all of them eventually do it.
Yeah.
What happened was Volkswagen on the early cars had this little kind of bag stuck in here that kept fumes and noise from the engine compartment getting into the interior. But on these late model ones, after they put this vent in, they used expanding foam inside.
Right.
And it goes all the way from down here, all the way back here, and it's up in here a little bit. And it holds moisture and it
Yeah.
rots them out.
It's
You
the
see
infamous foam problem. You see it all the time.
Yeah, you see them rusted up here, all over. I mean, it happens anywhere
Yep.
along here. And this one's pretty typical. That's why it was really cheap.
Yep.
And I don't feel bad cutting it up because nobody was going to restore this.
No, it's one thing when it could have been restored, but when they're rusted out and seized up and the interior's
Yeah.
crappy, da 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 da.
Well,
You know.
and it was a late model, so nobody's really that interested anyway.
Yeah.
So.
All right, I'm gonna stop filming and let's get this thing moved. Hey, Glennie, you ready? How come you haven't moved it yet?
I already moved one thing.
Oh, okay. So I guess I got to get this one then. And there we go. Presto changeo. And just so everybody knows watching the video, nobody did anything but me. I picked them all up by myself.
Yeah, Ben's like He-Man.
Right, right. I'm in my prime.
Yeah.
All right, so now you're gonna do some plasma-ing.
Yeah, you can see here and on the other side in the fender well, I've got lines cut. This is actually going to have to go up to about here. I did a
It
little,
says this one.
yeah, use that line instead of the other ones I had.
Little known Volkswagen fact, if you peel off all the insulation, those lines are actually already there. When they designed the car, they had it in mind that it might be turned into a tube frame race car someday. So they came off the assembly line with the marks already in place.
Absolutely.
Very convenient.
And
Take
you-
your bug apart today and look for it yourself.
And they did them all in pink.
Right.
Yeah, because you know.
That's plasma cutter pink. That's the indicator right
Right.
there as your giveaway.
Exactly.
Pull your bug apart, look for those lines. I promise they're there. All right. That it, Bill? That's all we had to do?
This is all we needed to do. Thank you very much.
Not a problem. And actually, we got our first glimpse, whatever. What's a glimpse? Is that like a really fancy glimpse?
It's a really fancy glimpse.
Right. Of Bill's lair. So.
Yeah, the giant mess.
Oh, and now the Wonder Woman Invisible Jet has moved to the Saw Horses. Sweet. All right, Bill.
Awesome.
Nice to see you, and we'll see you on Tuesday at the big car show again.
See you later.